So, the medic is a tower that exists. It's been reworked in this update, not the rework that we were looking for to completely change the design of the medic, a redesign as you will, but it's been reworked. So, as you can see here, its damage has increased from 2 to 3 at level 0, its range has increased from 10 to 12, and its cost has actually decreased from 900 to 450. Therefore, you can actually place it down right at the very start of the game. And the fact that it deals 3 damage means it's actually quite good for, I don't know, game modes such as like easy mode, for example, because like it deals quite a fair bit of damage. And even for something like fallen mode, for example, where the enemies have like 10 damage or whatever, I think, or 10 health, the medic can actually, okay, 8. So what, 3 shots from the medic required? Now, I've had people say that the medic is now therefore better than the Golden Scout. More on that later. But it does have lead detection at this level as well, meaning that it can be quite useful for hardcore mode. Additionally, it has stun immune. I mean, it's always had stun immune, it's not a reworked thing, but the fact that it has stun immune means it's quite good for bosses, as you can see. Now, for this, the DPS has increased from 1.98 to 2.98. Therefore, the cost efficiency has actually decreased massively for the medic, going from 450 to 150, meaning that, theoretically, this is no longer just a support tower. It can actually be used quite well, actually, for the early game. Quite well. 150 cost efficiency. Now, when you compare to the Golden Scout, for example, for 450, the Golden Scout has 4 damage, 1 fire rate, 12 range, and a DPS of 3.97. So actually, the Golden Scout is better. I don't know why people are saying that this is better than the Golden Scout when it's not. Categorically, it is not. Not at list level, at least. However, for level 1, what's changed here is the fact that it gets a $200 upgrade. Now, this is a decrease from $400 that it was before, and therefore means the total price for this upgrade has decreased from $1,300 to $650. At this level also, the fire rate has decreased from 1 to 0.75, but the damage has decreased from, well, the damage upgrade has been removed, but the damage has therefore technically remained the same at 3, which was the same as it was before. Meanwhile, its range is still +1, but therefore it means this range has increased from 11 to 13. Therefore, the DPS at this level has increased from 2.98 to 3.96, so the cost efficiency has gone from 4 to 6.24 to 164.14. Again, comparing this to the Golden Scout, its cost efficiencies are, what, 113.35, even if you go to 1100, its cost efficiency is 138. So in terms of cost efficiency, the Golden Scout is still better than the medic if you want purely DPS. However, the fact that it's stun immune and actually can detect leads means that in hardcore mode, maybe, just maybe, the medic is quite useful, especially when you consider its level 2 upgrade. It gets hidden detection at this level. Previously, the medic kind of got much better at level 2. It was like the best upgrade by far in terms of damage wise, because it got 3 to 6 damage at this level. However, it's been nerfed from 6 to 5 damage here, but its fire rate has also changed previously from the previous level from 0.8 to 0.75, so a slight decrease in fire rates. Also, it says upgraded healing from 5 to 10. However, the developers have forgot to realize that they have not fixed the medic's healing, so it still only deals, what, it only still heals 5 damage at this level. So if I were to sell all my medics and then it should activate the next wave, it will only increase by 5, as you can see, not 10. So yeah, that is an issue that developers still have not fixed. So in any case, at this level, the total cost has decreased from 2,200 to 1,050, so over a half decrease. And its DPS has actually decreased at this level from 7.43 to 6.6. However, its cost efficiency has decreased from 296.01, which was the best by far that the previous medic had for cost efficiency, to 159.09. So yeah, slight buff, especially when you have like lead and everything, but it's not as big as a buff compared to previous levels. It's just that the level 2 medic previously was actually the best medic for this level, or for this tower previously. However, you have to consider the fact that at level 2, the medic didn't have hidden detection, and now it does, because previously the medic had hidden detection at level 3, but this has now been moved to level 2, so it could be, this is why I said in hardcore mode, this could be actually a very good tower to use, because it can detect hiddens, or the invisibles that spawn in. The only thing it can't detect for now is the balloons in hardcore mode, but hardcore mode is going to get reworked anyway, so yeah. Furthermore, at this level, the range has increased from 12 to 13, and then we move on to level 3, where at level 3, the damage has increased from 6 to 8, the range has increased from 15 to 16, a slight increase, and the fire rate has changed from 0.8 to 0.65. Furthermore, its upgrade cost has decreased from 2,400 to 800, which the upgrade previously at level 3 was like the most outrageous medic thing ever. It was like you had to pay 2,400 for only hidden detection because there was no damage increase previously. So at this level, the total cost has decreased quite massively from 4,600 to 1,850, while its its DPS has changed from 7.43 to 12.16. Therefore, its cost efficiency has decreased massively from 619.11 to 152.14. Next, we move on to level 4, where the upgrade healing is stated to have increased from 10 to 25. That is not the case. It's still 5 at this level. The developers still have not fixed this. This is an age-old glitch from I don't know when at this point, like the Overhaul update, the Frost Invasion update, I don't know when that broke. Anyways, at this level, the upgrade cost has decreased from 4,500 to 1,750, therefore meaning that the total cost has decreased from 9,100 to 3,600, which is 3,600, which is basically nearly a third off for the medic, which is quite a substantial decrease in costs. Its damage has increased from 8 to 12, meanwhile its fire rate has decreased from 0.65 to 0.5. Its range has actually remained the same at this level at 16, and its DPS has therefore increased from 12.16, which was shoddy for 9,100 before. This medic was purely meant for healing at this level, clearly, to 23.62, so its cost efficiency has increased from 748.36 to 152.41. Now, this means that up until level 4, no one actually used the medic up until level 4, because it was just like pretty bad in terms of DPS. It now means, due to its cost efficiency, it can actually be used as a okay-ish mid-game to early game DPS tower, compared to something like, I don't know, like the Golden Scout is what people compare this to. Like, in terms of actual DPS or cost efficiency, the Golden Scout is actually better, especially for range. The range for the medic, even though it's been buffed, it's not that buffed, especially at level 4 and level 5, when there's actually no change in its range. The Golden Scout is purely DPS. The medic actually provides support in terms of healing the base, which I still contend that is still a pretty useless thing. But it does have no stun, and it does have hidden detection and lead detection. So, quite good, if you ask me, compared to the Golden Scout. I would say that the Golden Scout and the medic occupy different niches, but overall, the medic would have more utility compared to the Golden Scout, which is purely DPS, early game DPS, which the medic can also provide. Not as well, but it's still like 90-80% of the way there. And finally, level 5, which is the only level which anyone actually really cared about. It gets flying detection at this level, which is pretty good. Its total cost has decreased from 15,600 to 18,600. So what? That is a $7,000 decrease. Fairly good. Meanwhile, at this level specifically, the upgrade cost has decreased from 6,500 to 5,000. As mentioned previously, it gets flying detection at this level now. Meanwhile, its damage has increased from 8 to 12 because that's the previous level. It doesn't actually get any damage increase at this level, but it does get a fire rate decrease. However, it's the same as it was before, 0.3. Therefore, it's not really actually a fire rate decrease. There's only a fire rate decrease compared to level 4 in terms of upgrades. Its range has actually remained the same as well, at 18. Meanwhile, the healing, it doesn't work. It's meant to give 100 healing, which might actually be useful. But then again, most of the time you're going to lose to an enemy which deals, what, I don't know, a million damage to your base. So unless you're leaking, I don't know, the hidden boss where you sufficiently got it down to a level where the medic can actually heal, this isn't actually going to be useful. Even if it was working, it still doesn't work, so it only has 5 damage. It still only heals back 5 damage. So, yeah. But the fact that it now heals 100 damage means that, I don't know, the medic, at the level 5 medic, is probably better than using fruitcakes or whatever to heal back the base. Which, I don't even understand why people did that in the first place. But yeah, fair enough. However, because of previous changes, its DPS has actually increased from 25.97 to 38.96. So the cost efficiency, it's still the worst one by far for compared to previous medic upgrades, so it's 220, whereas all the other medic upgrades has hovered around 150, 160. However, compared to previously, cost efficiency was 600.39 to 220. So yeah, it's clearly a buff when that is considered. Additionally, there's meant to be a buff where the medic actually removes debuffs from towers in range. However, it's actually only stuns. I believe testers have said that it's meant to be for all the debuffs. Probably not the best tower to use because medics can't actually be. Let's see. I know the nuclear monster has the range debuff, so let's see if that is provided. That and the soul stealer. I can use also the soul stealer to use that. So the nuclear monster just stunned, but as you know, the medic is stun immune, so it has no effect on it. Oh wait, I just realized the soul stealer may not actually be able to even detect these towers because of weird glitches. Okay, it's not even a glitch, it's just that the soul stealers and stuff, they don't target medics. Medics can't be targeted. Okay, so if the soul stealer targets that, okay, and then we use the cleanse ability, no, it doesn't cleanse the fire rate debuff, which is claimed to have been buffed, but it hasn't. So yeah, maybe the developers need to fix some stuff up. Anyways, at this level, the cleansing has actually reduced from 30 to 20. So I mean, in the height of the moment, you don't really need to sell the medic and replace it anymore, because 20 seconds, you can probably wait that out between stuns, between boss abilities. But just saying, if there were people who were like placing down multiple medics to use, it's better now, I guess. So overall, yes, the medic has been buffed. I'll probably title this a buff. Oh wait, the medic still can do that. It gets debuffed. It's just that the cleansing ability can't remove it. Yeah, I think the developers should actually, you know, fix that. But, you know, given the fact that in the upgrade box, it does say it can remove debuffs. So yeah, overall, medic, good tower. Not just for support, it actually is a good DPS tower, but not at level 5. The level 5 is purely just for the debuff ability. I don't know when the medic will get properly reworked. I don't know if the rework for the redesign will actually change anything, given the fact that this looks like the final version of the medic rework, but, you know, statistic-wise at least. But, you know, medic, pretty good.